Welcome to Peter News, the only news show that brings you 100% of all the offbeat news that no one cares. But I'm your host, Peter Condelius. And a year of my life that I've been preparing for, testing on, studying for, is over. We have taken the AP European History exam, and I can forget about all the Louis, all the Ferdinands, all the Charleses, all the Jameses, all the Popes, all the Martin Luthers. They are done. Who is Martin Luther? What did he do? I don't know. I forgot. Because I'm done with you, AP Euro. Take that. Test. It was okay. I'm not allowed to talk about it because the AP board will sue me for everything that I own. So if I say anything about the test, then who knows? You might have a different host next week and a different show because I'll be in jail. The test, I feel pretty good about how I did. The test proctor, though, he looked just like Adam Chandler from All My Children, so that was kind of distracting, but I feel pretty good about it. And I'm hoping that I do good. If I don't, you'll see me up here with like cookie dough in July. I'll just be eating cookie dough crying. That means I failed, so yeah. Let's get into the news. Ohio University hired some gardeners to kill the weeds in the garden. They accidentally killed all the grass. That is why you don't hire the horticulture kids to clean the grass, and why near the horticulture room at our high school is all gravel. I'm just saying. I'm just putting that out there. That's why it's all gravel. Also, the Asparagus Festival was held this week in Michigan. Too bad. Because of a harsh winter, the asparagus crops are going to be late, so there were no asparagus. That's kind of like if the lake dried up for Aquafest. Well, it's kind of Aquafest, but we don't have the aqua. In other news, a cat... Okay, this is kind of a two-part story. So you've seen the video of that cat saving that little boy being attacked by the dog? That was pretty cool. Like, every crazy cat lady out there was like, "That's why I like them! That's right, because when I get burglarized, they're all gonna save mommy. Aren't you, my little babies?" Well, that you've seen the video. The cat just like wailed the dog. So now the cat's going to be throwing out the first pitch at a minor league baseball game. How does a cat throw a ball? Okay, what's it going to roll it? You're going to put like a little bell in the middle of it? There, it threw out the first pitch. It's going to be like a yarn ball. You're going to pull a little string out of it and let it roll. Is that what's going to happen? Yeah, I'll be there for real. They're going to have the cat throw out the first pitch. How? I know. I'm just reading it. Also tonight in New York, friends bought a couch for their apartment. Spent $20 on it. They bought it for like an estate sale. Turns out it had $40,000 inside of it. The old lady had stuffed her money in the couch. That's like Mr. Krabs when they asked him if he wanted to put his money in his bank and take it out of his mattress. Well, why didn't you want your mattress? Why did you want your mattress, Mr. Krabs? It had all my money in it! All of it! And now they're $40,000 richer because they bought a $20 couch from an old woman. I think so. I don't know. What would you do with it?
Give it back.
Give it back to who, Abby? The lady's dead.
The kid?
Okay, whatever. Also tonight, a 911 operator picked up the phone the other morning, and this is what she heard. 911, what's your emergency?
Where can I buy some marijuana?
Well, if you come down to the police station, I can hook you up with some great marijuana. Tell you that's gonna end. In other news, Arizona teen, he went to prom in a stolen tux and got arrested at prom for going in a stolen tux. That kind of bites for the girl. I didn't know it was a stolen tux, officer. I told him to buy something that matched my dress. Because his suit didn't match. I didn't think that he'd go out, and steal it, because he's not like that. He's different. He changed for me because he loves me, and I love him, and we're gonna be together forever, officer. I didn't know, officer. He's good, officer. Officer. Yes, I understand. In other news, thieves steal commemorative spoons from the Presidential Memorial of President Garfield. They stole collector spoons. Have thieves become that desperate they're stealing spoons? Screw the bank. Screw stealing the bank out of all of its money. Let's go steal spoons. I mean, my God, are we serious? What have we turned into? What kind of culture are we now that we're stealing spoons opposed to just going to the bank and stealing the money? I don't know if thieves have become smarter or dumber. And by the looks of that, they are becoming dumber. Finally tonight, New York, upstate New York, had a big search party underway last week for 5 runaway cows. They had local municipalities police out in force looking for the cows. I wouldn't exactly say it was a high-speed chase. So prom. I had a prom story. It was a good joke, Abby. Shut up. It was good, okay? So, prom was last Saturday, and now it's Friday, so it's been a week or almost. Prom. What to say about prom? Okay, there. My first thing. If you're gonna come to prom drunk, don't be surprised when Janet kicks you out, okay? That's my first thing I'd like to say. Second thing I'd like to say, if your party bus gets a flat tire, let it happen. Let it happen. Don't try and get your things out of the car, the party bus, because the police are going to be called, and that's gonna go on. Also, if you want to prove to your parents that you went to prom, don't just come get the pictures and leave. I mean, my God, they're probably able to smell the alcohol on your breath. For the love of God. For the love of God. Are you stupid? Are you stupid? Other than that, prom was a lot of fun. It was fun sitting in the coat room with the wonderful ladies of the sophomore senate. I know, I always say how great they are. Honestly, they're amazing. I just sit there and I'm like, okay, sounds like a plan, lady. And they're like, okay, good, Peter's on board. But I had a lot of fun in the coat. You know, I don't think anybody could have had as much fun in the coat check room as we did. We had so much fun in the coat check room. We only had one little incident where we might have lost something, but it turned out to be their fault. Not ours, because we can keep track of things, because they are responsible, and I just go along with what they say. I was able to spread my message of abstinence at prom. Don't ruin it by doing it. Don't go poking until I do is spoken. Because, you know, at an event like this, abstinence needs to be the main topic. Because, you know, babies are made on prom night. I mean, let's be honest here. People are stupid on prom night. They do stupid things, you know. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Babies are made. That's all I can say. That's all I can say about that. Just on a personal note tonight, Inner High. I went to an Inner High yesterday. Tonight, I went to Inner High today, yeah. It was the Lake Stevens High School ASB. I was able to I sat by 2 pretty cool presidents. Our executive president next year, Amber. So looking forward to you being president. And our junior class co-president, Bailey. Looking forward to you being co-president, too. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, I'm secretary treasurer of the junior class. And they're like, we're presidents. And I'm like, whoa. But it was a lot of fun, you know, and we talked a lot about social media, which is something that doesn't really get highlighted with leadership much, you know what I'm saying? But I think it needs to be, so it was a lot of fun. I'm glad I went. This week's rating was a 9. I don't know if I think it wasn't a 10 because I had to take the AP test, but it was a 9 because I got the AP test out of the way. So, and it was a 9 because I got to go to prom, and I got to go to Inner High, so it was a pretty good week. 9 reflects a good week. And thank you for making this part of your Friday night. Good night, America.